Okay, so let's see. I've had sorry for all the stuttering and random crap I'm about to do out, but I've had like 4 hours sleep in the past 4 days. Shout out to like lots of random crap happening. I mean, he's probably only had like 6 himself and like 16 bottles of alcohol along with that. And this is Jeff. Yeah, this is Jeff McDonald.
Jeff McDonald. That close enough.
Jeff McDonald. So this is McDonald. You know, we're shooting this in the world's largest McDonald's. Actually, this was like the second world's longest McDonald's, but the world's largest McDonald's got closed down. So this is like the bootleg world's largest McDonald's. Whatever. Man, Ronald McDonald's creepy anyway. Like, look at that dude. Like, you should Google Japanese Ronald McDonald commercial, and this dude is like freaking under this girl's bed, like stalking her or something. Like, hey, that's nothing to do with this video. Anyway, okay, so like this trip, I already knew this trip was gonna be a mess. So I'm coming here and my connecting flight's in Atlanta. And like the plane got freaking delayed because of weather, and scoot up a little bit so we can get to pick up the sound better.
I'm gonna have to start the whole thing over. Huh? Might have to start the whole thing over because you were very, very soft at the beginning.
It doesn't matter. I didn't say anything important.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say anything important at the beginning. So like, if you just stopped it because you didn't like the sound quality, then you jump to conclusions too much, and you need to seriously like seek a counselor. Because
you didn't help, obviously.
There's so many.
You stopped his YouTube video.
There's so many great things in this world. Like every video on the Happy Medicine Network, which means you should subscribe right now if you're not already subscribed. And you just like give it up within 5 minutes because you people are just so ADD. You can't give something a chance.
Wow, on blast. People born with these conditions on blast.
Yeah, people, and you know what? These people think they're like perfectly normal because they're too poor to go to a doctor. Woo! Because they're too busy buying drugs and alcohol and freaking throwing it away in side bets and money matches.
So much for serious, Jeff, here.
This is serious. Anyways, alright, so like I'm stuck up at the airport for like I don't remember how many hours. Like I was supposed to get in Orlando at 12:27 and I didn't get in Orlando at 4:30. And I got stuck, and also randomly, German Luger, Tom Brady, and Sanford Kelly are all stuck up in the airport too. And we all like come in together, and another thing that's bad is the cab driver was falling asleep and started swerving on the road. And Luger just like starts cussing this cab driver up, put him on blast. And this guy was like, no, I'm awake. It's like, if you're like swerving out the road, I'm about to like go off into the ocean or something, yo.
It's quite a jump.
And like everything's just like going mad wrong. And like I didn't have room. Jeff's like mad drunk and my phone's dead, and like I didn't know what to do at that point. And like I pretty much got stuck staying up, like, and like we're walking everywhere. Sanford's like hollering at like every girl, not really hollering at them. He just like waves at them. How you doing? He just looks back. He's like, Sanford likes him some big asses. So shout out to Sanford Kelly. And that's like yeah, we're like I'm like sitting there just like mad dead, and I had pulls for 3 games, teams, Street Fighter 4 teams, Cross Tekken, and Soul Calibur, and those pulls just happened to start around the time I got in my room, and it was either stay up more or get me 3 hours of sleep, and I did the right thing for my health by getting that 3 hours of sleep. Unfortunately, the 3 hours of sleep is more than I got the rest of the entire weekend. And that's why I'm like mad delirious right now. I can't even stare straight, talk straight, or anything. I don't even know what's going on. So yeah, like, I play like an idiot in the tournament. Like, I play like PR game on right off the bat. I mean, even though he beat me the ball up. But it's like, it kind of sucks, you know. You got a pool with a bunch of like terrible players mixed in. I shouldn't say terrible, they're up and coming players.
There we go. Everyone's up and coming.
Up and coming players in my pool, and you know, I gotta fight like one of the best players in the country right off the bat, and like I'm like half dead, and like I still almost win, and he just like pulls this miraculous ultra on this stupid scissors kick I whipped in his face, and then I gotta win like 9 games and losers to get out of my pool. And you know, like, I think they could have seeded that better.
Yeah, I heard the seating was really bad. Actually,
the seating was really bad. I heard they had a lot of random people doing the pools. Then they only did it more on region as opposed to player skill. So I mean, that's why you had people who like don't even play the game getting out of pools randomly, you know. And when you had some killers, you had a lot of killers that didn't get out of pools, like, and then like, okay, we'll talk about we're not gonna tell everything in order. We'll talk about the unsportsmanlike things that happened after. Alright, so like, my miraculous run ended in a really close, really close boring match to Mike Ross. It took like 12 minutes long, and like, I didn't want to play anymore. I was like half dead, and it was still a really good match. Like, I messed up so much, and like, then like he ends up like winning because like I dropped a combo, and he just magically knew I was gonna drop that combo and did that psychic EX headbutt, the clutch EX headbutt, you know, to catch you with 5 seconds left of the clock. And you know, I'm not hating on Mike, like, you know, it was a good match, like, and Mike's a really cool guy too. So he's not like those other players I'm about to speak of. So yeah, what I say I'm going to talk about right now is like the ignorance of the FGC is the shady ass bums in this community. So the first thing. Well, shady ass ones like this guy, you know, like, you know, this guy promising to take me to Disney World, and then he just like magically doesn't like respond to his text messages, and then then the weather just like magically starts raining, you know, and he just like, as soon as that happened, it was like a huge relief. It's like, yes, I don't have to go to boring Disney World.
Absolutely, yeah. My Disney weather machine was broken, and it just finally fixed itself right there.
Yeah, and it's like, he was just waiting for that excuse, and he didn't have to make one because the weather did it for him. Because going to Disney in rain would have probably sucked. And I didn't want to go at that point. But I guess everything happens for a reason, because then we would have went out there and been stuck in that freaking horrible weather and had some old freaking lady with her kids crying, throwing a fit, asking for a refund because of the weather. And
it happens a lot more often than you think.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just pictured it, because we're like, I was saying cut the video a second.
Oh shit, my bad. Well, he can edit it. Oh, okay.
Bums in this community. And, alright, so in my time in the FGC, I've had 2 HD cameras stolen, both the same exact camera. I've had 2 arcade sticks stolen. I've had 2 PSPs stolen. I've had...
Not all within the same tournament, right?
No, of course not. That'd be ridiculous. I've had a headset stolen. I've had a copy of Street Fighter Anniversary Collection for the Xbox stolen. I don't know who'd steal that crap. I don't know exactly who took that crap. Shout out to Nike King. No, that wasn't even stealing. I was borrowing and not returning. And, even though I tried to get him to return it. A copy of Final Fantasy VII got stolen. So like some random stuff, you know. It's like a PlayStation 3 controller, you know. Just, I used to have get-togethers at my house, but I mean, more recently in tournaments, it's worse. Like okay, I'm in my pools. Obviously, I don't like to play with a lot of stuff in my pockets. So I take everything out, and like I'm in losers right off the bat. So I'm just playing like match after match after match, and I have to get up for a second. I don't feel like packing everything back up. I only have to take it back out 30 seconds later. So I have it all on top of my bag, and I'm talking to someone, and I turn my head for literally 10 seconds. And I turn back, and I'm looking for my camera, and it just magically disappeared. And I mean, they did an announcement on the intercom. I checked lost and found everything. Some of us stole that camera. And that's freaking ridiculous. Like, literally 10 seconds, and somebody just walked by. And, I mean, it was a crowded area, so it's pretty easy, but the nerve of somebody to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm having to use this like trash Nikon camera that I got at freaking Walmart. And speaking of Walmart, like, I go to Walmart last night and wait in a line for like an hour and a half and for the dude to go get the camera, and then this crazy lady comes by. I was like, I'm sorry, sir, it's too late. You can't get cameras right now. Everything's locked up in security. You can come back at like 7 a.m., maybe 7:30, and we can get it for you. I'm like, you had us waiting here like a freaking hour and a half, and you gonna tell me this crap? Like, man, freaking Walmart. Do you think all the FGCs, how many people at FGC are the Walmart employees? I feel like it's the same demographic.
I haven't done my dissertation on that yet, but I'll find out.
I mean, it's pretty high. I just talked to a guy today that was actually a Walmart employee, but he was actually cool, so it's fine, you know. But he worked in like a different department. It's not the freaking po people department. He actually does hard work at Walmart. You know, they actually do have some hard workers at Walmart. I'm talking about those faggots that work at the freaking registers that don't like, they hate their jobs and are miserable. They make everyone around them miserable. It's like, oh, I can't think of anything to do with my life to actually make money. Let's go work at Walmart. Okay.
There's some hard-working people there, but I mean,
there are some amazing hard-working people. I'm talking about those people that
the ones who are there for a quick buck because they couldn't get anything else.
Like you ask them to get something out of the case for you, and they're just like, okay, they gotta go walking hella slow, go and get the keys, and have an attitude with you when they go get what you want. You know, those type of people. And like, the FTC does some shady things. Like, we could talk about, like, you know, pro-hos and the guy to girl ratio. You're hanging out with a girl, and all of a sudden all of these guys just start attracting to this girl, and like it's like a fight for, there's like a bunch of desperate virgins or just desperate people in general fighting for this like one girl, and like they'll like shove you out of the way for her, or just like do everything they can, and then it's like the girls are like eating up the attention, you know. It's like if they're randomly talking to you, they're probably randomly talking to Lord knows how many of those guys, you know. And like if they're trying to, like, if a girl's like trying to hook up with you, man, you imagine how many other guys are. I don't even want to get into this. I'm about to say some things I'm gonna regret. Yeah, I'll just say there's literally, and it's bad on the girls too, because like there's girls that literally fly out to these events just to hook up with their favorite top players. Then some of them aren't up to the standards of their favorite top players, because most of them are hella elitists, and so like they just go for like some like random mid-card guy, you know, they might have heard of because they saw a replay of him on Yoga Flame 24. And, you know, shout out to Yoga Flame. But yeah, like, and then the drama gets even more ridiculous. You guys freaking this is a total kind of different subject here, but the pro is kind of related to one part. But I'm delirious right now. Like, I'm sorry. Don't unsubscribe to my channel just because I sound like a freaking idiot right now. I promise I'll provide more well constructed content in the near future. Even though like my last 5 videos have been even more, I've been even more and more sleep deprived every time. And so I'm talking about the people that represent this community, you know, the top players that people idolize. They don't realize how they are. Okay, you know, you got people like Noel Brown, who freaking literally punched. Okay, so him and his I don't care. Okay, so like him and his like girlfriend or something. As far as I know, they broke up or something. This girl's like hooking up with like Ray or some nonsense, another player, and like he gets like, he's drunk and he gets like mad because like this other guy he knows is sleeping with his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend.
He's just mad Ray got higher in Marvel.
Well, I mean, didn't Noel make out of Bulls?
Noel was arrested before.
Yeah, Noel was arrested before
he even got to play. Oh,
yeah, he already drowned before he even got in the pool.
Oh man. Oh, that. Yeah, I told you to keep it PG.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man, now I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
I'm in trouble already. Sorry.
All right, so like he kicks the this is I've heard it from multiple people, but take it for granted because I didn't witness it. He kicks the dude's hotel room door down, and like literally like punches this guy in the face, and he kicks the girl in the head and give it a Randy Orton punch. And now I'm making, this isn't funny at all. This is actually like, you know, and then he's like laughing at the cops, and you're like,
all speculation though. So, I mean, like, it's
all speculation. I mean, I'm sure there's some little details.
Oh yeah.
And but apparently he's like laughing at the cops or something about them arresting him. And,
I've heard that.
And you know, it's a real shame because I actually like think Noel's kind of cool to chill with, but like I don't know him that well, and apparently he has some serious issues to do stuff like this. And
I mean, this isn't the first time he's just like.
I saw the Smooth Viper thing, and Lord knows what else has happened, like undocumented. And it's like a real shame that like our community leaders are like that. All right, so let's start with Ramen Addict.
One.
You know, this camera totally sucks, and like you can only shoot a video for like 9 minutes, so it's like I'm having to do some like mad editing to get this stuff to work. Like this is the trash camera I got at Walmart from the second trip after.
Fault.
Huh?
My fault.
That one wasn't your fault.
It wasn't? Okay, never mind.
Okay, now that one was the fault of the dumbass that stole my camera and this stupid lady that shouldn't be working anywhere and should be living off like she shouldn't be living anywhere. She should be in some sort of concentration camp.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Some sort of place for
a fun one at least, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
A place for people who are not fit to be in society.
The FGC. There you go.
About 85% of the FGC. That's besides the point. So, anyways, like as I was saying, Filipino champ gets bodied by Ramen Addict twice, and the second time, like I'm watching him play, and he's like cussing under his breath the whole time, which is fine. I mean, it's whatever. But after the match, like he won't even like shake Ramen Addict's hand, and he just says "effing scrub" or something along those lines, and just walks off. And this is all I would have heard. I didn't actually witness the end of the match, but I mean I can picture it. And that's so bad because there's a lot of people that look up to F-Champ, and like for him to like take a loss so sour to someone who plays the game more than him, you know, and obviously has more skill with the game right now because he puts effort into it. F-Champ doesn't really put a lot of time into the game right now, and for him to get sour over that, it's really like low of him. And I'm playing Flo, who, you know, like, I'm nice to everybody I play, you know, like, I asked him how he's doing and everything. It's like, he's obviously wasn't very interested in talking to me, you know. He's got Justin Long coaching him. He gets bopped, and like I try to shake his hand, he's just like, you know, just kind of walks off. And like, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, I'd like to talk to some of these guys. I know some things he was doing wrong. You know, I could have told him, and it would have helped him, and I wouldn't mind helping him because I mean, he's obviously an experienced player and has skill, but it's like, you know, I like helping people get better, but you can't help people improve at certain things when they just sit there and it's like he feels like he's above talking to somebody like me. And what rubs me even worse is Justin and I are supposed to work an event, and I told him we need to talk about it. He's like, "What do we need to talk about?" And I'm like, "Okay, you know, we have to host a panel together, and I wanted to discuss everything." He's like, "Oh, okay," and he just like walks off, and I'm like trying to have a conversation about that, and he like walks off, and like, it's like these guys, like they see you. And they know me. I've met them at many events. It's like you have to say hi to them. Like they see you and they just kind of look away. You know, they don't even want to acknowledge you. They just kind of look away. And I want to, you know, it's like any other person I know. It's like, hey, what's up? You know, I have a nice little conversation. Maybe they're just an acquaintance. You know, they might become, you know, closer friends down the line. It's like anybody I kind of know, I'll say hi to. But those guys, it's like when you say hi to them, oh hey, look the other way. And always in a little circle, and then the only other person you're gonna get in the circle is like some ass kisser that they don't want around. They're just trying to get away, or some other top player or like supreme ass kisser that managed to sneak their way into their little clique. And it's really bad. I mean, they're obviously good players, but they play for the wrong reasons. They play because they're trying to make a career out of this stuff, and instead of, they get to travel all these places and meet all these people. I mean, I know most of the FGC sucks anyway. There's some like really awesome people in it, and they don't take, you know, shout outs to Albert. They don't take the time to get to know hardly any of these people because they just like, they're in their own little clique, you know. It's like, and whenever you go into their clique, you feel so unwelcome. And I felt like that for years, ever since I first came into the FGC. And it's not, all top players are not like that. Some of them are elitist because they get all these fanboys going up to them and they just don't have time to talk to them all. You know, I mean, I did witness it firsthand. He does get a lot of like fanboys. They just go up to him. I saw your video. Hey, you know that I like this part. You remember this part? You remember that part? Oh, you remember when you did that? You know, that was really cool. Oh, and that too. You know, they just start like explaining everything you did. And, you know, but they all mean good. I mean, you know, you just gotta use those real life option selects to kind of get away from them. So they at least feel good, you know, they met their favorite person, and you made somebody's day, even though, like... Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. It's all about making someone else's day. It shouldn't be about me, so... Yeah, it's just you gotta find, like, a good balance of, like, how to talk to them, and, if, you know, if it's not really... The conversation's not really going anywhere. You know, just learn how to drop it. Just like, hey, it was nice meeting you and all that stuff, and just kind of go and do your own thing. And if they start following you, then that might be where it becomes an issue. I mean, that's gonna happen. You know, shout out to Jonathan, the freaking Energizer. I don't even know how to pronounce your long, weird-looking last name. You know, that guy probably has a record for being bought by the most chicks on Facebook. Like, I think he's creeped on every FGC chick in the planet. The dude has a album of like at least one known FGC female on his computer, and like, yeah, I'm putting you on blast. You remember that guy that I told you like hated you and was just like following us randomly? I had no idea. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of glad I don't, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm scared. I mean, he's funny and all for like 10 seconds, but yeah, but like, it's good to talk to some of these people because they're here because they like the games, you know, they idolize some of these people, and like, I've met plenty of people I've talked to about people like Justin Long and PR and Ricky and just the whole clique, and it's like, I guess maybe if you get on their good sides, they're not as bad. But like getting on their good sides requires like, you know, it's like you have to be in some sort of status or like in their life for whatever reason to like just chill with them, talk to them, you know, and like some people get a bad vibe from that, and it makes them uncomfortable, it makes them feel unwelcome. And at first, when I was a new player, I felt very unwelcome. Well, I just know now that I stay away from that clique. I say hi to them, you know, they give me their fake friendly highs, you know, I don't give a crap, you know. And like if I play them, obviously like if they're chill, like aka like PRR winning a close match, you know, he gives me like compliments and stuff. I compliment him because he's an amazing player. But like if he would have lost, I know he would have just like popped off with a sourpuss face and been like, I'm random, you know, and then just like freaking wouldn't have looked at me for like the rest of the weekend. Because like
I like how charged characters are random, by the way.
Oh yeah. And it's just like and another one, and Chris G, like, you know, like incredible player, but he
One.
and you got Chris G. I mean, he's as I was saying last video, like he's I mean, he's a good player and stuff, and like he's putting more work than anybody into this. He's super dedicated to it, and that's good that he's doing what he enjoys and is putting in the effort to get better. But like the way he goes about some things, like he's not very elitist. Like I mean, he hangs around that clique, but I mean, you can actually talk to him, which is cool. And he's pretty humble when he's not playing. But like him, like there may have been like. Many of you heard like the whole, you saw the big pop off on the stream when he's like getting salty because apparently the monitor was too hot and the game just started like slowing down. And I've actually had a similar issue one time with my old Asus monitor, so I know it was a high possibility, but you don't sit there and go whine about it on Twitter and cause this big old scene.
Oh yeah, I can tell you what happened since I was sitting right there. Basically what happened was, yeah, he did get out. It was like against Mochi, I believe?
Yeah, I believe he threw an EX Fireball or something, and it caused the screen to jitter. And it caused him to drop a combo, it cost him a round.
The thing that was suspicious about that, right? I'm not saying that he was right. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, say it did happen. The thing is, you don't get up, make a big scene, right? He got up, he was holding his stick, he was looking like he was going to throw something or just cry again, cry, and he turns to Jabali, who's right there, you know, he's tired, he's been working this tournament, he's on the home stretch, he's ready to
shout out to Jabali, like,
oh yeah, great tournament,
good event.
Great friend too. Anyway, he just like this utter disrespect, you know, and just like interrupting the game, you know, not like the demeanor or whatever he's doing, you know, he's bitching, he's trying to get his way or whatever. And then, as like, was it 5 seconds later? You know, after the crowd starts booing at him, and someone screams, "Shut the fuck up!" and someone else
shout out to that someone,
whoever that guy did, and someone else yelled PS3. He just instantly calmed down, and just immediately went back into it. He wasn't very strong at this point. That's what
and I mean, many people.
I'm sure he's a great guy, like you said. I'm just saying that is a horrible way to carry yourself.
Yeah.
And even though you might not really care about the FGC as a whole, that's really going to affect yourself and the future of the FGC, which is yourself. So.
Sorry, I was
my input in there. That's it. Sorry, I'm done.
All right, but
yay, Chris G.
But okay, this is actually a serious subject. I'm sorry, there's an inside joke with something completely different going on. You don't worry about it. But
I wouldn't even know what he's talking about.
So yeah, like I just think that like Chris like has the potential to be somebody that could be a good role model for everybody, but he just he needs to carry himself in a better way. I was at a time where I didn't carry myself in a great way either, you know, like, I was just so worried about people judging me, and like something stupid happened, I'd lose on a laggy TV and I'd pop off, cause a scene. And you know, people don't look at that very well. It's okay to be vocal and have a pop off about it, but like, do it in a more subtle way, you know, go like, complain about it, like pull your ability to the side, don't jump up and just start shouting. And do that. Just pull them to the side and just be like, hey, you know, there's a monitor issue. The screen kind of twitched. Like, can we fix it? And then, you know, maybe Jabelu would have said, we're having issues with the setup. We're going to switch it to the next match. And then that would have been that. Nobody would have looked ridiculous. And, you know, a couple people might have complained just because, oh, Crazy's making excuses if he would have lost, you know. And then if he would have won, they probably would have whined and said, oh, Momochi got cold from, you know. You can, you know, either or. But, like, this is like what the people in this community has to look up to. And if there's any chance of it ever growing, like, our players are not helping. You know?
No, they're hindering.
Like, and it's a real shame that like our players like that, and you got people going to jail and stuff over nonsense, and you know these other people just feeling they're so much better than everyone in the community. They feel like they're better people than you, and it just like I almost feel like I don't even belong in this community at times. Like I love fighting games. I love like learning and getting better and meeting other people who also want to learn and get better. But I don't want to go to these events. And not only is it very damaging on my health to do this, I put my life at risk when I do stuff like this. I do it because I love fighting games my entire life. It's really what I grew up enjoying. And I sit here and do this to come play at like 15% of my actual skill level because I'm a very light sleeper and cannot sleep with like loud roommates who talk, snore, people who party, which is generally what I have to deal with because I don't have an actual FGC sponsor. So it's like I do it anyway and still play and still meet these people because it's what I enjoy doing. But what's the point of doing this? Like, okay, I lose one match, I get a bunch of crap from me by the internet, other people just up in my face, talking crap, one dude bitching at me because, oh man, I'm breaking the PG code, I'm sorry, I'm delirious. One dude complaining at me because I lost him 20 bucks because he was stupid to bet on a 7-3 matchup against me. Like, if you gotta be an idiot, whoever this guy was, you gotta be an idiot to bet on Honda versus Bison. Like, bet on freaking Bison. Like, seriously. Like, this won't happen every now and then. The Bison's gonna get lucky. But, don't bet on that. Unless you got some serious odds, sir. You know, that was a dumb idea to bet on that match to begin with.
Arthur says it's 6'4".
Who?
Arthur says it's 6'4".
Oh, yeah, shout out to Arthur, from Dallas, Texas, who thinks Honda Bison is 6'4" and Bison's favorite. Yeah, it's more like 9-1 and Happy Madison's favorite, but that's another story. But Arthur is a cool guy. I just his philosophy on that matchup is all wrong. But yeah, like
2.
But it's just the community as a whole feels like they all go about this the wrong way. They're all very close-minded about things. They all want to win. Not all, but a lot of them want to win more than they want to learn. And they don't understand how they're supposed to win. And they got these other people, which is a large majority of it, that use the FGC as their outlet just to get drunk and party. And it's like, yeah, I play video games, you know. And they just get drunk, have party, hope some Hail Mary happens, and then they get like a pro-ho that just randomly calls them and says, hey, you want to hook up? And like, it's like, the mentality of this community it's a shame. Like, you got communities like StarCraft and just other esports gaming leagues that are very professional. And as I was saying, other esports communities are very professional. The players are much more friendly, and they all want to win. They're all competitive, but at the end of the day, it's still a game. And even if it is if winning tournaments is a job for you, and you need to find another source of income, sir. Like, you need to find something else in the FGC to make money from. You need to find something else within your realm, or have a side job to support it, or something along those lines. Don't just sit there and play these games, pick broken characters, look for cheap stuff, and get really mad when things don't go your way at a tournament. And because, like, until this community grows and becomes like real esports, not many people are going to make it a decent living off of this, and that's just the reality of it. And unless you're doing other things in the community aside from being a competitive player. And a lot of these people just get like really salty for no reason. I'm playing this one like terrible Ryu player in my pool, and like I'm trying to be friendly with him and everything. You can tell he didn't really want to talk to me. And then I blow him up, and then he just like shouts the F word at the top of his lungs. I'm like, dude, you had no chance anyway. Like, you might have got a couple random hits in there because I had like just woke up and dropped like 10 combos and gave you like a bunch of 3 Shoryukens. But like, you know, you should have took that as a learning experience. It came up to me like and asked what I was doing, what you were doing wrong, you know. Which is what I like to do whenever I feel lost in a situation. If I feel lost in a matchup and something, I like to ask the other player what I'm doing wrong. You know, what do you think, you know, I could do in this situation?
It was a Kami player, right?
No, it was a Ryu player.
Oh, Ryu? Oh, yeah.
Okay. No, the Kami player just tried to pick a Guile on me.
I think everyone picked Guile on you, actually. You had, was it 4 times in a row, I believe? Three
Guiles all in a row.
Not even mains. They were just like, oh shit, I got bodied. Let's go to Guile.
Yeah,
oh shit, I got bodied. I'm done.
Yeah, let's go to Guile. And I mean, I don't think that it's ever gonna. With the rate it's going right now, it's not gonna get anywhere. I'm just thinking about it because like I just had an uncomfortable vibe after a lot of things that happened this weekend, and this is my first major in a while. So it's just kind of refreshing that negative vibe in me, and this is nothing against the cool people on the mountain this weekend, because y'all know who y'all are. It's just the general public, like those guys that were like making fun of us for being cosplayers, and what did they call us again?
I don't know, but I don't know what I called them.
So yeah, we know what you call them. And yeah, it's like,
it's a big game of chicken for me where I never lose, so.
I just wish we had, I think a good start would be more professionalism, better role models in this community, as opposed to our top players. And I think like it would be good if like the drama thing's fine and all, like the pop-offs and excitement and the hype is all fine because that's just what goes with it, you know. But after that's done, we should all just be friends. You know, don't sit there and not look at somebody because you lost to them in a freaking video game. You know, it's total ignorance. But aside from that, yeah, so we did some art stuff and like we went into like freaking Walmart wearing these so we had like this like call of like 15 people, and like we go into Walmart wearing like Marvel King
something by something
shirts, And we got some interesting looks. Like I zipped my jacket up because I didn't want to go to jail, and the rest of them are just walking like they don't even care. And then Jeff and his girlfriend just walking up there like they're the leaders of the pack.
And it's funny because we aren't wearing the shirts at all.
They're not even wearing the shirts, but like everyone else.
If you want to see what it looks like, go to, I'm going to give myself a shout out, youtube.com/JeffTheHero. I'm going to be uploading it there.
Yeah, and
In fact, I'll do it right now.
and like and there was like this one guy that's like wearing like some like shirt that he bought for like $6 at Walmart that didn't match us, but it's okay. He was a cool guy too, and we're just all walking with our like cult of shirts, and you know, I mean, it was one of those things that's probably gonna end up on people at Walmart, so keep a lookout for that. And I shouldn't be referencing things that aren't PG here on the Happy Medicine Network. You know, we are a family channel after all. Yeah, I mean, even though I didn't do as well as I wanted to in Street Fighter, I did earn a medal. And I got a 7th in dive.
Oh, very good.
I got 7th in dive kick. Yeah, shout out to Tony.
Wherever it might be.
And yeah, like I know I gotta be missing some important thing because I've got to take notes. Yeah, I did miss a couple of trash outs, but I think burying the FGC anymore is fun because I would just say people who think that they're really good and aren't and have an elitist vibe about it are even worse than the people that are good and having a vibe, like elitist vibe with them. And like walking around with your like girlfriend attached to you the entire time and just like not acknowledging anyone and like making out with your girlfriend in public because you think you're hot stuff because you got really lucky and brainwashed some chick into loving you for Lord knows whatever reasons. It does not look good on you at all, okay? And many people feel very uncomfortable with what you do. This references several groups of people, by the way.
Maybe she's turned on by drop combos.
Not
Oops. Shout out to chickens and waffles.
Chicken and waffles that I have got like, man, yo, I had that 3 times this weekend. Oh man, yo, my stomach's paying for that. But yo, I had a McDonald's pizza. Yo, this McDonald's has pizzas. Yo, that pizza was average as heck, man. And yeah, like, I mean, I did meet you know, it's the cool thing about Big Birds, I just have these random killers that come out of nowhere. So like Sanford comes up to me and he shows me a video of this bison he played pools that he almost lost to, and this guy was really good. And like I go meet him and he's like all excited because it's Happy Medicine, and I'm just like, I'm excited to watch this guy play. He's like hella good, and I'm just bison from China. And like, you got some slow ass counts.
One. It's the camera, bro.
Alright. Yeah, like as I was saying, what was I saying?
What? Video games.
Yeah, yeah, video games. No, I was saying something. It was about
Bison from China.
Bison from China, okay, yes. Alright, so yeah, this is Bison from China, and like this dude's like standing roundhouses from Hondo in reaction and stuff. And like any little like whip butt was getting hit with a crowd stronger roundhouse. This guy's reactions were ridiculous. And you know, it's shaming he got out of this pool. He also did these. But it was him and this really good Chinese Ken player who did make it out of his pools and got top 16. and like these guys are like super chill. Ken didn't speak English, but actually I've convinced them both to go to Anime Expo next week. Hopefully they actually show up, so that'll be interesting. Because they just coincidentally happen to be staying in LA the week I'm going to LA, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now they meet a lot of other interesting people here. Like, I mean, that's one cool thing about terms. Like all these bad people you talk about, there's actually some. That's why it's like in a fairy tale world, the FTC would be amazing if you could just like prune out these like unimportant people or like send them to like some like professional rehab and put them through like a test to see if they're like allowed in anything again. And they're because like some of the cool people, it's like they're few and far between, but like because there's so many people there, like you actually are some. So it's just unfortunate that it's just all these, everything in this community that's good comes with so much bad, you know? That's what I really feel like. And I just think that more people need to step up and don't be afraid to speak your mind if something bothers you in this community. Like, something is bothering you, be vocal about it, let it be heard, and a lot of it could be a lot less than you see it as, and a lot of it could be a bigger problem than you realize, because other people might be having similar experiences. Like the whole thing with EG, with the whole elitist vibe, I've gotten this from so many people. Even met a really nice interviewer guy, and he wanted to interview with EG, but like at another event he tried to interview and they just kind of like shoved him off, and he didn't want to ask them again because he just felt like even if he would have did it, you know, they wouldn't have really cared about it anyway. You know, it was just kind of like a whatever obligation. And it's like, you know, I don't like that, you know, just there's no like the people that don't go to these events or don't frequent them, don't see what goes on kind of behind the scenes, and some of the little things you hear, and some of it's nonsense, obviously, he said, she said, but some of the little things that go on that people aren't necessarily aware of, so they like idolize these people that, you know, they're not really, I mean, I guess, you know, I'll say that, but it also happens in sports and, so, you know, Hollywood and all these other places too.
This isn't unique to the fighting.
Yeah, this is definitely not unique to the fighting game community. I'm just pointing out as a problem. It's a problem in many aspects of life. I just wish that, like, there was more of a, I'd say, middle ground between everything that kind of controlled everything. The term scene made it more organized, and like events like CEO are fairly organized compared to some of the other stuff. The CEO, I've never been to UFG2 personally, but I've heard good stories about it, and this is the second daily event I went to, and they both ran great. And I've been to a lot of smaller tournaments, like Jason Wilson at the National runs great events. Isaac and Alabama runs great events. And so it's just, I think that there needs to be more of a professional setup to all of this. I think there needs to be more stricter rules by, like Twitch and Twitch has already complained about things. There just need to be stricter rules in general on how people behave.
Don't they hate us? FGC, the Twitch people?
Oh yeah, they hate us. Like they say negative things. I mean, it's not just stuff like the On Blast show, you know. Like it's like, you know, it's like I don't even have problems with like guys and girls like hooking up at events and stuff, because I mean it's not like they don't do that in college anyway. But like, it's just the mentality they go about it. You know, it's like, oh, my favorite top player. Like these guys just say, oh, a girl, I gotta go hook up with them. It's like, you're at a gaming convention or an event, and all you're worried about is like banging like the 3% of the population. I'll say 2 to 3% of the population at this event was female, and half of them are already taken, you know. And like I know people that just are like banging people's girlfriends and stuff while they get drunk. I'm not even talking about this. It's like PG. Anyways, like, I didn't get to spend much time here, but I had a lot of time meeting all the people I met. I met some super cool people, like I said. I wanted to explore more of Florida because this place seems pretty godlike. Or at least for a visitor. I'm sure it probably sucks if you live here. But, what do you think, Do you think Florida's a great place to live?
No, of course not. No, this place sucks.
Okay. Florida.
I've lived all over Florida. It's a hellhole. Like, that was even for my
So we're gonna take a little exploration of the world's largest McDonald's. So
let me ask you a question. You save your game whenever you wanna go. Yeah. You wanna make sure you return back to the same level. You know, you save your game, right?
yeah.
Then why don't you let Jesus save your soul? And that's why I, Jeff the hero, announced my announcementship. I'm so tired, I don't give a damn. Alright, I quit, fuck. I can't even rip this shit off. I'm done. Let's edit that out. I'm so done.
Gamers for Christ about. And actually, you know, honestly, this I know people are making fun of it, and I'm a Christian myself, and I think that what their angle is good because I need to learn more about it because I obviously don't know much.
I think they just said Jesus didn't get any continues.
I put my phone.
You know what? I'm gonna cut it.
My wallet is on the floor. Okay, that's good. My phone is back in the hotel room, and I need time to remember that. So, okay, I almost lost my wallet because I am so delirious right now, and that is not a good sign. So, anyway, gamers for Christ. Like,
No, not me.
I met one of the guys briefly. He seemed really nice. I'm gonna look into it. It's going to be really hard to push something like that in the FGC because of how a lot of atheists in there. I mean, I have nothing against them, but they don't seem very open-minded to that type of stuff. So, but I think it's like if you can convert just a few people, that's a good thing. And it's not really about living a religious life as much as being aware of it. And I think it's good for people to be aware because there's a lot of people that didn't get any church in their lives and any type of, you know, spiritual guidance at all, and they're not really aware of certain morals. And I think the Bible and all that stuff is a good moral code to teach people, to give them a guideline of how to live their lives. I'm not saying they should live their lives exactly by it, but it's a good code to follow. I mean, at least a guideline. Okay, so we got like 30 seconds left on the video.
Go.
Top of the arcade of the world's largest. I got like $1 card, so I'm gonna play like.
Speak loud because of the noise of the arcade.
I'm gonna play like one of these random games. So they got like this giant Connect 4. It's really random, and Jeff's like trying to put music on it. And no, I'm just gonna play Wheel of Fortune. I'm too lazy. I'm about to hit the jackpot. I'm on you stupid machine. Read my card. How do you read this thing?
The barcode part.
This part? Oh, this part.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not doing it. I'm delirious. Okay. What? Oh, no, I don't want 7 6. I can't do no back. Yeah, run it back, run it back. Wait a minute. Was that it? Yo, no, you did not. That's not it.
Then you need $2 to play the Wheel of Fortune.
That was $1. That was a freaking $1. One freaking spin on this freaking stupid ass game. That crap is 25 cents back home to play one of those freaking games. I got no. Please, I'm freaking This game freaking steals your money. This game literally freaking steals your money right here. Don't ever freaking play this crap in a ticket place. Win every time, freaking bad game. I don't even know how well.
Wheel of Win, not Wheel of Fortune or anything like that. That would cost licensing fees, and we don't want to pay that.
Well, they were truthful. That shit did cost a
I thought it
fortune.
was Wheel of Fortune. They're calling it Wheel of Fortune, man. I'm gonna get sued. It's probably like $5 to play something like this. Yo, kept being a hero. You're gonna be
I feel like I'm at work right now, so.
This is looking good. Man, it's $1 too, man. Y'all be blowing this game up back home. I get like one every 3-4 tries. These games are bad for Bob. Good luck getting anything out of this. I know it's really random because Zudo's mad hot right now. I don't even know. Oh my! They have something similar to this right now, but like I just feel really uncomfortable with the fact that the name of this game is Dog Pounder. Like this is a children's game. You're gonna call a game freaking Dog Pounder. And like the way his throat is shaped is, if you look at it the wrong way, it's very uncomfortable. Man, revolve me. Put that little smiley devil to try to make you think like you're playing something. No, there's little Guile. There's those Guile. I don't know who that is. That's Mike Tyson. Another Mike Tyson. Another Guile. Freaking white guy. I can't even think of it. But he literally got a bootleg Mike Tyson. This game's probably like $10 a play. This month is like drunk. Why? We're thinking like they just started like spinning like a drunk monkey. It's like, nah, I don't feel like watching that. That game's like $3. Yeah, this game's $2. Got the sign? I played this the other night and I got body by a chick. Shout out to Brad. Yeah, there's a big $60 run that has this huge crusty to crab plush. It's like 10 million tickets on that plush. $500 if you're lucky to win.
I wasn't playing this, don't.
So Jeffrey, what do you think?
Huh?
This arcade entertainment center.
It's very, it's good for children. It's very good for children. It sucks the money out of their parents.
So games like Dog Pounder are very good for children. Wow, what? I didn't lose my dollar.
I know a certain FGC pro that might be
He
really
just
good at
wants
this
you to
game.
pound his dog.
No joke. I told you this would be a cheap program. So shout out to Ken. For some reason this game makes me think of Ken. So I'm gonna go catch my flight and get like 20 hours of sleep so I can get ready to go to LA next week for AX. I gotta leave Wednesday morning, so I'm not gonna be spending much time home until I go to the other side of the country. It's been a fun weekend, good, bad, ugly, everything. I had a good time. I'm coming back to see you over next year most likely. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble for probably like 50 minutes or so. Why is this actually dressed up? Darius, it's across from the flat. Right, across from the front, right there. See this freaking big ass sticking out.
I know it's the catchphrase.
Okay, so
I finally remember my sponsor's line. Hold on. You would save.
Hold on. Let me get that shark. I had to get the shark. Go.
No, I forgot. Give me a second.
God damn it when you're talking on a Christian.
Oh, whatever.
Right.
Fuck.
A minute 45 seconds
I
left, guys.
got a minute 45. You would save your game. Shit. You would save in a video game. Why wouldn't you save your soul? Game is for Christ. All you, baby.
My family.
All these games.
My family who was Christian watches this video.
Alright, we still got a minute 20 seconds. Is that a wrap?
I do not take responsibility for anything. Subscribe to Jeff the Hero.
Neither does society.
And, I had a line, but I forgot. What? No. Look, he's a motherfucker in a freaking.
It's just creepy.
Yo, this place is mad creepy. The person that owns McDonald's is creepy. Yo, look up Japanese McDonald's commercials. And there's a really creepy picture of Bill Cosby down there. Yo, it's a wrap. You guys later.
Hold this. That is it.